Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. This is a Flash 417 called Null and Annoyed, which is a play on the phrase null and void. I saw Gypsy's father in the thumbnail for this episode, so I know he's going to be in it, so I guess that means Gypsy's going to be in this episode too. I will let y'all know in my outro comments whether this, or next week I should say, is going to be a review or a reaction. And sometimes my reviews have like small clips from what would be my reaction in there, but it's not the same as a full reaction. I'll let you know at the end of the video. I have to watch the 418 promo before I can let you know. I'm leaning towards review, but I was also leaning towards reaction on this one, never mind. I'm also working on re-editing and re-uploading review versions of the videos of mine that have been blocked on copyright grounds, which again is the same thing as my Flash reviews that I've done. Just plain old reviews, maybe a little bit of reaction in the middle, but not a lot, and whatever discussion happens that stems from what I'm watching. Black Lightning, then it will be Flash, then it will be DC's Legends, then it will be Orphan Black. I think those are my only show-related videos that have been blocked on copyright grounds. All WBTV. Oh, except for Orphan Black. Orphan Black is BBC Worldwide.
Ralph, you're missing the point of this exercise. No, I get it. I was just doing a little improv. But this isn't stand-up comedy. Yeah, I know that, but you just let it play out. It would have worked. You could do some improving of your own. Comedy comes in threes, man.
Because I think this is supposed to be a funny episode.
Hide my face, I saved it. An improv group made up of superheroes? We can take it to Washington and be the DC Comics. No, Ralph. First rule of improv is say yes. Would it kill you to take training seriously? Would it kill you to open up your mind grape system? And no interruptions.
Hi, friend.
I was hunting Lord Crucifer, leader of the 10th Circle.
How was your rest, my love? Wonderful. I've never felt more rejuvenated and ready to realize our dreams. We will continue on our search for the remaining 2 Smiths. You mean 3? The Weeper's still at large.
That thing that just happened.
Back into it! Put your back into it! Oh!
That's the thing. Like, I know what just happened in that interaction about the Weeper. Wow, I stan. Who is she? Where DeVoe forgot the Weeper. That's your DNA.
Well.
All right.
Oh, so I'm guessing that she finds out about, she looks into the Weeper, and she, finds out that she's been dosed. That was me laughing.
Initiate chemical analysis.
Smart
A
one.
$40,000 raise?
That happened quickly.
It was made of gold.
Burp! Burp like Mary Poppins. You have to burp your way down. Just kidding. You have to admit that was good. It wasn't good? Okay.
Maybe you should try to burp yourself down like Charlie Bucket. Ralph?
Anything? Best I...
No, I go some very standard mass and gravitational force G and taking into account the half-life deca. Sorry, I was just thinking about the end of Lost. I mean, were they in purgatory? What did Kate really see in Jack? Ralph?
Why would you... Okay. I didn't hear that.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm benching you.
I plan on watching Lost one day.
We would have Null.
Created to provide widespread euphoria. Feelings of love.
You know, DeVoe, you had a real one.
What if we
You no longer have
full
that.
of anti...
I'm afraid of what he'll do when he realizes that he's lost his wife, that his wife has figured it out. Don't.
His oculation. You said her fingertips The illuminated, which used to powers, that means dark matter accelerant. That means...
So he's using that thinking cap too much. Like, I see it becoming a problem.
Didn't see that coming.
That's kind of the point.
No, you didn't see that coming. See, I call it my getaway car.
Oh, okay.
Because either the person in there dies, or you let me get away.
He is drugging you with sedative tears to keep you idle. Please, please, remember. You eliminate risk. Where it exists.
How many times has this happened?
Please, don't forget. He's drugging you. He's a monster. You must escape.
You always save it under the same name. So that's why you created it, the Weeper. You didn't need a potential host. He would...
For you, yes. I knew that the same thing in you that I fell in love with had the potential to destroy us. Your humanity.
If I am your wife.
And I love you.
You weirdo. This is really up. I thought it was up the last time, and it just keeps getting worse. So much worse.
No getaway cars this time?
Right.
Unexpected.
Oh my God.
Y'all
She's
better
gonna send
run.
everyone into the atmosphere.
That was so fast.
Alright, that's everyone.
Back to business.
Oh, God!
Ralph, stretch, please. Oh my God, he is really high up there. Yikes on bikes.
I can't reach it!
Oh my goodness.
Nice work. Classic.
Hey guys, would you help me in the speed lab?
I really like that I was about to say Netflix.
Yeah.
I like the necklace.
So what do you say, Vi? You want to be the new Breacher?
For why do I have chills? For why?
How was your rest, my love?
Wonderful. I've never felt more rejuvenated and ready to realize our dream. Vivid.
The added combination of dark matter from all our subject metas is overwhelming this host body. Good
Hey,
evening, Dr. Wells.
I get it.
Oh, yeah.
But why didn't she work by the same actress? I'm used to British accent Gideon. Bring her back. Oh. It must be the version of... Sorry. It must be the version of Gideon that is present now versus present in the future. So that was a Flash 417 called Null and Annoyed. I did write down a few things to say. The first thing I wrote down is Siski, because for some reason, whenever Breacher would say Siski, I would just kind of giggle in my brain. I don't know. The name is funny, and I like it actually. I like Siski. We did get a bit of, well, this wasn't a Ralph-centric episode, however there were Ralph developments, and there were also developments between Ralph and Barry. We learned a bit more about Ralph's childhood and why he is the way he is, and why he is humorous, and why he responds to certain situations of intensity and stress with humor. Speaking of humor though, this episode was not funny. I, based on the promo for 417, thought this was going to be a funny episode, like a comedic episode, but I didn't get that. Barry and Ralph had a bit of a clash because Barry was getting tired of how Ralph was just being humorous and was being Ralph. And Barry was thinking that Ralph needs to be more like him and think more like him. And Iris told him, well, you can't expect him to do that. You can't expect him to think like you. And he took that into consideration, and by the end of this episode found his way into, I guess, the headspace or mentality to allow Ralph to just be Ralph, and to trust Ralph, and to trust that Ralph will come through. And this is why I was like, this wasn't a Ralph-centric episode, but there were a lot of Ralph developments. This almost this whole entire time I've been talking about Ralph. I did speak a bit about Siski. I'm gonna around and accidentally start calling him that regularly. I gotta stop. Oh shoot. Wells is talking to Gideon. Is Gideon more powerful than the Thinker? Well, regardless, she is a powerful AI, and she's very important. She is a very important AI, especially in the Legends lives. From the very first episode, I believe, that the thinking cap was introduced, I was concerned about Harry's relationship with the thinking cap, that he would begin to use it too much, or that something would happen that would make it permanently a part of him. Not as though he'd get struck by dark matter lightning the way the Thinker did or DeVoe did, but something similar to that he would try to make it a permanent thing, and that it would end up corrupting him or warping his mind, even though he was much more intelligent. Just from the first episode that I saw the thinking cap, that was a concern, or that came to mind. We learned this episode that Maltese is stuck in a loop almost, where she finds out that she's been drugged and has been drugged continuously. She goes through the whole process of figuring it out. She records a video to warn herself, and we see that she's already done it before. And then DeVoe does what DeVoe does, and by the second time we see it happening, it's like, oh my god, how many times has this happened? This is so messed up. Like, the second I realized that the exact same thing had happened to her earlier in the episode, and that's why the plans were always started, because this keeps happening over and over again. At least this time DeVoe, well, that was going to sound bad, because it's not an at least this time type of thing. It just is. This time though, DeVoe, the Thinker, didn't mess up the numbers. First time he said there are 2 bus metas left. The second time around he said there are 2 bus metas left. They, Team Flash, captured subject 11, implying that there were 3 in the first place, which didn't even bring up the question as to where the Weeping Man was. We're gonna have to deal with him eventually. Where is he? Oh, but speaking of these bus metas, because DeVoe is currently in Izzy, and the Weeper's still at large, and we still have another bus meta to deal with, a thought that occurred to me, which I have, I believe, already mentioned in one of my Flash Season 4 videos, was that Ralph, who has been here all season long, who has received development and character traits, and is a character that I'm sure many people, or at least some people, are fond of. I guess I'm fond of the character. I don't dislike the character. But that they would take this character that we've grown fond of and turn him into DeVoe's host come the final confrontation, whenever that is. I'm not sure if that's going to be in the season finale. I mean, it would make sense for it to be in the season finale, but I don't think it always is. But whenever that final confrontation happens between DeVoe and Team Flash, I wonder whose body DeVoe will be in. And I just kind of have this concern that Team DeVoe, that the DeVoes or Clifford or the Thinker will get to Ralph. And by get to, I mean capture and invade his body. Or capture in general. I should watch the promo before I forget. Oh, well. As it turns out, hello? Damn it, no, I have to react to next week's episode. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm going to, because it's happening. Hello? Excuse me, why is everyone injured? Why is everyone dying? Oh my god, what if someone actually dies? No, I refuse to think about it. Things have been going well for me, okay? None of my characters have been dying when they should have been dying. I refuse to believe that Flash didn't kill any characters, so... I mean, next episode at least. I have no guarantees for the season finale. So yeah, I will be doing a reaction to next week's episode. Oh, thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. If you know someone who would like to see this, share. You can check out my channel, my playlists, or my description to see what other shows I watch, and subscribe if any of them interest you. Again, I'm going to be working on re-uploading review versions of my videos that have been blocked, my Flash videos that have been blocked. Hope you are having a wonderful existence, and I guess that brings me to bye. I felt that sneeze long before it exited my body. I felt it building up. My lungs hurt a bit. Yeah. You know what I'm doing? What I have been doing? I've been listening to the machine from Person of Interest talk about death. That's what I've been doing. I just scratched in my intro comments on accident. Damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Oh. I did like 4 push-ups yesterday, and I'm in pain. I'm gonna delete that. Dum 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 dum.
Steel-plated crate weighs about 200 pounds. Suddenly disappeared without trace.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So the music from Person of Interest is stuck in my head. The dum 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 dum. I'm gonna play it. This music.
Mary. It was a police officer. Death.
That's my shit.
That I remembered.
Turn it off or you're gonna watch the whole thing.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
Okay. If we could stop, that would be great. Thanks for that. Oh, I dropped that. That came to mind. A concern of mine, and I think I might have mentioned this in one of my earlier videos for this. Dun, 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 yeah.
Just here with your chai latte, Detective West.
Hello. Fingers running down spines and bodies running through minds. And right now you're on mine.
I knew it. Joe West doesn't make any mistakes. Where'd she go, bro?
Buen viaje. Viaje?
All right.
Hello, there's nothing here. Stop doing that, please. Bye. I'm hungry. Whenever I'm editing, I was like, I've noticed that I say I'm hungry a lot, because I guess I am. Not that I'm hungry a lot, it's just I happen to record at times when I want food. So I'm gonna go eat and then I have to go to work. Like work, as in my job. So let me turn this off.